Hello, this is number 3, third video. I'm here to talk about another testimony I had where I was driving truck, and I drive truck for a living now. And I was pulling a set of doubles, which is 2 small trailers together. They're like 28 footers. And there's like usually a dolly, then another 28 footer. And I hooked them up, which takes a little bit of time to hook them up. And when I did that, I had like a small air leak. And the small air leak on the one, but I had the small air leak, and I went up into the cab and I just checked to see how much air I had, and I had about, I don't know, 100. I still had like over 100 psi. I mean, it was building air as it was leaking, so it was like really small. It wasn't a big deal. And I said, I'm just gonna roll with it, but it was sounding really bad. Like, you hear this a ways away, and I says, I'm just gonna roll with it. That's fine. And I get down the road, and I started driving, and I'm like, I'm gonna go the fastest route I can, which is usually about 76, 77 miles. And I get going, and I'm taking the route, and I'm going. And all of a sudden I started thinking, I'm like, oh man. I go, there's a scale house up ahead. And I'm like, son of a gun. Now, scale house is where DOTs sit there and they wait for trucks to come in, they weigh them in. But if they can hear like an air leak or something significant that could be an issue, they will pull you in there and they will DOT your truck. And anyways, with that type of air leak that I had, because it sounded really, you could hear it, it sounded worse than what it was. But either way, I don't think they would have, as far as I'm concerned, would have definitely had sent me, hey, you need to get this fixed, blah, I don't know if they let me leave, Well, anyways, so I already left, and I knew about the air leak, and the time that it would have taken for me to get it fixed would have been significant. But so I pulled in, and so I started going, and so I had a choice, at that point. You're sitting there, you're like, well, what am I gonna do here? What's my choices? So first choice was hit the exit ramp, turn around, come back same way, and then right where that, and just go back around. Or you could put all your faith in the Lord God and keep going straight. And for me, I was like, I'm putting my faith in the Lord. And I started going. I'm telling you, I was praying, and I was praying. I prayed a lot on this. I was like, I don't want to be sitting there. And this scale house was on a Wednesday, which typically they're always open. And when I got up there, it was closed. And I prayed, and I even was crying. I was praying. I was like, oh man, this is bad. This is really, really, really bad. And I believe at this point, that was a test. As much as I will have to, I really had to, in my eyes, it really, it was like, hey, I'm going to take care of you. You pray, and he says he'll move mountains. Boy, he will move freaking mountains. I believe 100%. Yeah. Building up a temple. That's it. And when when I go and I started going out there, and when I drove past that scale house, they were in there. There was 2 vehicles in there. Normally there's only 1, and there was 2 of them in there, and they didn't have the scale house open. I was blown away. I'll be honest, I was completely blown away by the whole thing. And when I seen that, that kind of stuff, you don't forget about it. Especially when it comes from the Lord. I mean, you really, because it was just like everything inside me, like, in a way, like, I knew that I just knew he was going to take care of me. That's the best way for me to explain it. Like, I just knew he was going to take care of me. I knew all this stuff was going to happen, and I knew he was going to take care of me. And I had all this faith in the Lord God on this. So, and I really wanted to share that testimony because it was just amazing to me. I wish I had like evidence of it, that would have made it a lot more better, but it was just amazing for me to see all this stuff, just to share it with you. It was just amazing. So that's another testimony of one that happened to me. I'll share another one here. So this one's number 3. I'm going to number 4.